What is everybody? Welcome. Sunday Night Live. Yeah. God, what a wild weekend. How was your guys' weekend? Wild weekend. Indians are going to the playoffs. Browns still suck. Ohio State's number one. And the University of Idaho is still just a wild place, man. So good evening. Special shout out to all the moderators. They're always here. They're always just making shit pop. Can't chat at the moment, but here everyone. Oh, thanks, Meg P. There you go. So come on in. The Reds are going to the playoffs as well. How awesome would that be to have a Ohio World Series? Yeah, the Reds and the Indians. Well, they're always gonna be the tribe to me. Whatever. When Lana calls, I come run it. Yes, sure, love it. Okay, so what you guys are looking at right here, diligently working on literally every piece of evidence that we get in. So I want to update everybody on how this will work. And basically the dates over here on the left, the time, the action, so the 911 call, then Mitch Noons arrives, whatever the action is that's happening. And then the source is where you can find it. So it would be like body cam from report, whatever, yada, yada, yada. So that's what this is. And when I say it's like talking about the investigation, it's like, what did they do when they did it in chronological order? Because normally you do things in chronological order, or I'm sorry, you put things in chronological order because in investigation, you're hopefully doing things that are the most important things first, right? And that's what I pay attention to is when something's done in a weird way, like why would this be here? Why did they do this right now? Where did this come from? Why did they ever? And there's nothing like really to go with it. That's when I question something. I'm like, this seems a little off to me. What is up? The Spitfire Dragon, member for 3 months. Hey, Lana, happy Sunday. It's my birthday. Fuck yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes. I just love when you pop in here, girl. I don't know why. It just gets me going. I just love buck people. Anyways. So this goes all the way through things that pop out. I'll ask you guys if you think that anything should be added to it. But yes. So we are basically at that 2:30 timestamp where that's where we're at. Everything up until 2:30 has been accounted for, in my opinion. Like with the exception of like, which I think the Warner body cam will handle, is there's like a 20 to 40 minute gap of where we don't have like what's going on. And it was it's like 120 to 150. So bring in the goods. Yes, bring in the goods, trying to. So again, this is the actual timeline for the timeline of the investigation. So I don't want anyone to get mixed up here. This is me putting together the timeline of the investigation, what they did and when they did it. Okay. So, for example, at 2:30 on this day, multiple people are doing multiple things. Those are going to be all in order there at that 2:30 timestamp and what those people are doing. Yeah. That's what this is. This isn't me working backwards and No. This is you breaking it down. Like, you could have not have possibly known something prior to this date because you didn't do it yet. Okay. And the reason I'm doing this, and I'm doing it as we're getting these FOIAs in, and how I'm asking for FOIAs is literally in order. And it's for a reason, because I'm plotting something in chronological order. I had no idea, though, that these lovely people over there at Moscow, Idaho, would just not be pumping this stuff out. I had no idea that they were going to go in and literally, these redactions are ridiculous. Okay. I'm sorry, but okay. Inside the house for right now until that gets handled, awesome. But these interviews or these neighborhood canvassing, anytime a police goes to someone's house, I mean, to think that this case in some way, shape, or form is different than any other case, I'm sorry, but that's wrong. It's wrong. Okay. I thought that they wanted to be transparent. Sure. No, they're not. How about this? How come Karen Reed's body cam is out there and you can actually see Karen Reed? I think Karen Reed's a motherfucking victim. I think Karen Reed's body cam should be redacted because she's a victim of the system. They falsely accused her and they tried to wrongfully convict her not once but twice. But here, out all over the place, is Karen Reed's body cam of her arrest in her, like, I don't know, she's got no panties on. Nothing's redacted. She's not blurred out. You can see her, everything, you know? Yeah. So, like, what the fuck? And that's Boston. That's Massachusetts. That's like if anybody's going to, Idaho, I don't understand. I literally don't understand. Like, it does not take this on. This is why requests take usually 3 to 10 days. Because there's nothing to do to them. There's nothing to do other than to search in your system and, okay, yes, we have this. Yes, we don't have this. But you don't get to go through it with a fine comb and say, oh, you know what? This is going to make us look bad, so we're not going to put this out there. Get fucked. That's not happening. Because that's exactly what is happening, but it's not going to happen anymore. I am going to lose my shit on Moscow. That's coming. I think it's absolutely crazy that Idaho State Police, they don't have body cams. They did not, and you guys are never going to see one. They came out and told me, Matthew Gammett right off the rip said, there are no body cams. We don't, everything to do with the Idaho State Police has no cameras. What? What? What are you talking about? Do you guys not have cameras? You guys don't have body cam? Anybody that's going to assist law enforcement should have to if they have law, if they're using body cam, okay, then I mean, how, well, then you're going to take somebody that's local with you to be in every single interview, I guess, or anything that you're doing. You're going to have a local person with you to have a body cam on. I mean, what the fuck? How does the state police not have any body cams? Absolutely ridiculous. Guess what? They may not have is body cams, but guess what? You have recorders. You have your little audios. So, like, that's what I want. I want everything, like, but to think that you're going to go through and literally, because they say the word Sigma Chi, you think that you get to redact it. Why? Why does Sigma Chi get to be redacted? What? Like, that's crazy. How and why is Sigma Chi getting redacted? What is this other shit that they're redacting? What's this other crap? Just nothing should. I want to show you guys something. Okay, for example, where's my... Okay, I went and pulled out the crime scene manual again because I want to see how bad this was. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, do you guys remember when I went and got that body cam and it had the ride along? He wasn't blurred. The ride along wasn't blurred, right? How about when they gave me that? They didn't blur anything when they gave me the body cam of the noise complaints. Right? It's because, okay, they are putting every request is going through legal. Okay. And I don't know how they're legally able to do this. And I think that what they're doing is out of abundance of caution, they're doing these crazy redactions, but I shouldn't pay for these crazy redactions. You're overcharging me because now I'm going to sue your fucking asses for fraud. I mean, you're frauding me, right? I mean, I don't know. It's got to be something. You can't fucking do. I'm telling you, there is no way that like we could probably get a class action. I'm not even kidding. Why are you think that you're going to charge me and I get my FOIA and I want to see the work, like it's like your car. I want to go pick up my car. I'm not going to pay you until I see my car that I don't know, I bought all new tires. If my car doesn't have any tire, like, hello, I'm paying afterwards, right? So here, I want to see the product before I'm paying for it. Why would I pay some ridiculous amount of money for literally a interview, right? And this is why they're starting to talk about like the length of something is you're paying with the gigs, whatever, blah, 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 blah. No, dude, if there's a 3-hour video, let's say, okay, I have no idea why anything would be redacted in a 3-hour video of MPD officer Warner standing at the front door. I have no idea why anything would be redacted for Corbin Smith at the back door. Right now, the only thing that's on the table to be redacted is the bedrooms, and that's it. Otherwise, they're charging 76 cents a minute that they have to do redactions. Well, so guess what? You're gonna shit. Tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna have to tell me. When Pullman makes a redaction in Washington, they have to state the reason that they're redacting something. You can't just here you go. Here you go. And then check this out. So where is this? Hold on. I'm going to read this to you. So I have a new philosophy. Okay. Pursuant to the Idaho Public Records Act, Idaho Code 74-104 ETSEQ period, I respectfully request the following. Any and all ride-along logs, rosters, waivers, incident reports, dispatch CAD notes, records, body-worn camera logs, or related documents that identify civilian participants observed in body-worn camera footage released by your agency, specifically from multiple body-worn camera videos in your possession recorded between August of 2021 and the present. But it's specific for this request includes, but is not limited to, the records pertaining to or referencing Molly McMichael and Justin Stringer. Think about this. Somebody that is working in the capacity of who this is being sent to, they're probably like, oh my God, wait, what? Because these names and appearances have already been publicly released via agency-approved body-worn camera disclosures, confidentiality exemptions under Idaho Code 74-105 and 74-124 should not apply. We're going to give some major props here to somebody. If any portion of this request is withheld, please provide the specific statutory exemption relied upon. Please also provide an affidavit of search describing the offices searched and personnel consulted. Bitch, give me an affidavit, baby. You're going to tell me this shit? Yep, sworn. Swear to it. I request electronic copies sent via email. Please notify me if the fees exceed $20. Dude. Okay. I was like, okay. Please let me know if it costs more than $20. I'm gonna be like, bitch, this is like $200. Pursuant to the Idaho Public Records Act, Idaho Code 74-1012, 74-126, I respectfully request the following records related to incident 22-M09903, in parentheses, the 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. This request is for non-commercial purposes. A. Records identifying Sergeant Shane Gunderson, including his role, assignment, and involvement with the investigation of Incident 22-M09903. Please include badge, ID number, rank, title, and date and times of involvement. B. All internal communications authored by, sent by, received by, or CC'd to Sergeant Shane Gunderson that, quote-unquote, mention, reference, or relate to the above incident/location. This includes, without limitation, emails with attachments, including any archived mailboxes, .pst.mbox. And then .eml. Direct messages/chats, e.g. Microsoft Teams, Slack, SMS, Signal, WhatsApp, if used for city businesses. Memorandum, case notes, supervisor notes, intro office messages, and handwritten notes that are scanned. What? CAD notes, edits, case management system comments, and tasking assignment logs. Drafts and final copies of reports or affidavits drafted or edited by Gunderson. Date range for item B is November 13th, 2022 through the date you conduct the search. Is this the one that just went out? Yeah, that ass. Come for that ass. Have a great day. Let me know. Basically just type the word Shane Gunderson in 2021 to present day. Print all. Print all. Okay. Let me know how much that is on that paper, or just insert a little thumb drive. Drag. So yeah, I have a huge problem with how they think they're doing their FOIAs. It's not going to fly. It's just not. It's absolutely not. These people, if you're bringing people into the police station, there is no expectation of privacy. You're interviewing them on the street, no expectation of privacy. I, I what are you redacting this for? Okay. And how do we know that what you're saying you're redacting is that what you're redacting? So I want some sworn statements now. Now you're going to have to swear under the pains and penalties of perjury, okay, that what you were providing to me is, X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm not taking on your shit, okay? And I'm not taking on and paying for something that you are personally over redacting, okay? Because you, for whatever reason, want to, hey, we just, they really didn't look good, so we're gonna just blur them because they just woke up and they just rolled out of bed. Well, you didn't seem to care when homegirl with the tube top, but really wasn't a tube top, was on camera. You only blurred her face, and you let that happen. If I'm her, I'd be like, what the fuck? I would be telling them that I have emotional you caused me emotional distress, and knowing that you blurred out everybody else full blown, and here my tube top that's not a tube top and my khaki pants that are, camel toeing me. Fuck you. I have emotional distress now because of that. And it was intentional because you don't like the Argonaut. Just start making some shit up like they do. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Woo. So basically, we are to the point of it's 2:30 on the day of the murders. That's what they have put out. Do you guys understand that? It is September 28th. And where we are, you guys haven't seen this? You guys didn't see my live earlier? This poor woman, they went ahead and redacted all these other fucking people. Poor thing rolls up. And I'm telling you, I don't know. I just have a weird feeling. I think that she was part of the media. Maybe she's not. But oh, girl didn't redact her at all. I mean, just her little blurry face, but everything else was there. And I just don't think that was fair. You guys can go back and check my live out. I make a comment about it. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we're September 28th, and the Moscow Police Department is literally at 2:30 on the day of the homicides. That's what they have put out. The call is at noon. Okay. The call is at noon. And so we have from noon to 2:30. That's what we have. And when you look at it like that, that's a fucking problem. What do we have that's past 2:30? Or what do we have that's past 2:30? Ask yourselves. One thing. We have one thing that's past 2:30, and that is the phone interview, I guess you could say, between David Hathaway of the MPD and Jack Showalter. What else has been put out? We have nothing past 2:30. All of those interviews that have happened at the police station, those are all before 2:30. Like, they're like getting into like maybe 2:42. Think about it. Wow. When did they start putting shit out? When's the first time that they put out the reports? I think that they put out the reports. They created that website. You know what Idaho State Police has been telling me for... Where's that stupid letter the one that they sent me? He got it. He was not happy with me. Whitman County. I had to reach out to Whitman County. I think I already told you guys that. They quoted me that I can get my shit November, like at Thanksgiving. What? What are you talking about? How? Whoa. 2 months? 2 months. When this stuff is supposed to take 3 to 10 days. Fuck it. Let's see. What else has been put out? Oh, absolutely nothing. Where's Bryan Kohberger's interview? Where's oh, I'm sorry. They put let me retract my statement. You're right. Hold on. They put out the Dateline leak. They put out the Dateline leak. Okay? That's what got put out this past week is the Dateline leak. Somebody continued to leak Bryan Kohberger's phone. Okay? Yeah. Awesome. Damn. So all of almost July, August. So almost all of July, August, and September, 3 months, and I have not seen, like, literally. Where's my FOIA? Where's my FOIA? Come on, this is the best investigation, guys. He fucking so is guilty, man. Like, all these agencies came together and they just showed everybody the world. Well, guess what I want to know? Where is the video from the PCA of the white Elantra or the white sedan that's in Pullman? Where's that video? Atlanta, they've lost the recording of Bryan's interview, apparently. What? Is this accurate? Wait a second, excuse me? Or is this a joke? You guys remember the PCA, right? You know, that thing that arrested a motherfucker? Mm-hmm. That thing. I wrote in, I said, where's the sedan that you guys had on video that you used in the probable cause to arrest the motherfucker? You know, the Idaho statesman put out that shit and went into an order that would, like, here's what we're going to testify to. Where is that? Where's the vehicle that's at 253 in Pullman? Where is it? That's not it. The one that's like light outside on that Sunmart, whatever crap. That's not it. So the interview with Bryan was recorded by 2 people. I thought that Payne recorded it, and I thought that Gunderson recorded it. Not Gunderson, Gilbertson. I mean, Judge Hippler is saying that's how they got him. So where is it? Yeah. Where is the car? Where is my video? Where is the video of the car that you used for the PCA? Exactly. So nobody cares to ask tough questions. We will over here. So I don't know. I mean, how pissed? I would be so pissed if I was any family member. It's just crazy. So in an interview, was disclosed that Kaylee's new car was broken and she had a loaner. Yeah, it's very well easily explained. First of all, you have to make sure that Jack understood that correctly, or that she's saying that she's probably going to have to get one. She's probably going to have to take her car in, something like that. Or, you know, I've always said we need to pinpoint down what people did on Friday, Saturday, even maybe Thursday. But from the reports, if you read them, it's in Idaho State Police reports. I think it's also in MPD. I have to go back and check. But they say that when she basically took the car off the lot, the change engine light came on. And so, and now it's just a matter of did she just turn right around and handle that and then take the loaner, or did she had already gone a little ways, and it was like, because the car was in Spokane where she bought it, was it like I'm gonna go show Maddie and them my car, and then I'm gonna take my car in on Monday for them to fix whatever, and that's maybe why she wasn't coming back until Tuesday. I mean, I don't know, to go to her parents, but yeah, people saying that she was so excited to show the car to, Maddie and them. Yeah, guys. And then things could happen where she could have, the light comes on, fuck, I'm so excited to do all that, but I have to go now. And they gave me a car that's just like it. So here, but my color is this. Who gives a fuck? It's not a big deal. So fucking stupid. It would actually make way more sense now because we ran the shit out of that VIN, and it makes way more sense that the initials weren't Kaylee's, and so that would make way more sense that it was actually the dealership's car. Just saying. It's getting into the stupid minutia, so I don't see anything weird with that. Also, I think that I'm telling you, Jack, just like any other college kid, just like these kids were drinking. These kids were fucked up. That's what you do in college. I don't think that he was trying to hide his 17-minute conversation with her. But guess what? We don't have to guess. If they would just release the material that we're asking for, we wouldn't have to guess. That it's going to come out in his interview that he does with ISP. So they should be apologizing to that kid left and right. So what actual car did she purchase? Yeah, they have it all. It's all in the reports. I've already went over all of that. It's back in my lives that I've done. I showed that report, and they had an interview with the guy that the dealership that she bought it from. She paid $6,500 in cash. Her grandmother put $1,000 on a credit card of her grandmother's. And then, so she bought it. It wasn't like a lease or anything. And then she financed the rest of it because she had, usually when you are starting credit, like you can do a lot of things and then you just don't want to fuck your credit up. But, yeah, so she was able to finance the rest of whatever, $6,500 plus the $1,000. So $7,500 minus, I think it was like 24,000 something change. So then she financed the rest of it and whatever the monthly bill was going to be. And she didn't take the extra warranty, which is, you definitely want to do that. With a car, when their parts are so expensive, you got to. So that was the only thing that I would have been advising my kid to do, is that you're going to get the extended warranty, because those parts, and when you want Range Rovers and BMWs and shit like that to get fixed, you're paying a lot of money. So I see no issues. Okay. Okay. Over this past weekend, I got a text message. I want to share it with you because I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God, Lana. Oh my God. This is what my text, I was like, oh my God. That's what I'm reading it. Oh my God, Lana. Oh my God. I'm like, are you okay? Oh my God. I'm like, dude, stop. Are you like, okay? Have you seen Joe Flipperhead? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I thought, homegirl, I was going to have to call an ambulance for you. Joe Flipperhead? So I get a text about Joe Flipperhead. I said, doesn't he make videos or some shit? Yeah, and the Karen Reed case. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, they're like, no, you have to see this. And I'm like, I don't have to see anything. And she's like, no, it's nuts. She's like, it involves Karen and Turtle Boy. And I said, oh shit. I said, well, so I wanted to share this with you guys. Where is it? Because it made me giggle. And I just feel like laughing. There we go. Oh my God. 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 Okay, here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I said, oh my God. What's wrong? Is everything okay? Major fucking 4. I said, what? I'm okay. I'm okay. Karen Reed, Joe Flipperhead, Olivia something. OMG. I said, what? I said, wow, you're up so late. What is this? What could this possibly be about at 11:50 at night? Joe Flipperhead. I think he went psycho. I said, are you fucking kidding me right now? Joe is outing conversations he's had with Karen Reed. I said, they talk? It's like question mark. Joe Flipperhead has tripped the fuck out on Olivia Nile. I'm like, who? She says, I'm fucking too old for this. I can't believe all of this shit. She said, Turtle Boy is live on a Friday night. I said, I just start laughing because I'm like, this is what you're texting me about it at 11:50 at night. She's like, this is all the stuff. She's like, this is all the stuff that you warned me about. I said, oh yeah, stay away from like the fucking drama, right? She's like, but this is crazy. But then she's like, on another note, how are you? I'm like, it's 11:50. I'm going to bed. I'm in bed. I think I was in bed. She says, I'm just going to tell you this all, but you don't have to read this text message. And I just looked at my phone. I was like, who the fuck is Jess and who the fuck is Tina? Is this Tina with What the Fuck Translation Services? And so anyways, moral of the story is I said, hey, stay out of whatever the hell is going on. And then I see these screenshots and I'm like, wait, what? So anyways, if you guys have been following the Karen Reed case, all I wanted to know is maybe the chat can help me. Are those text messages real between Joe Flipperhead and Karen Reed? What do you guys think? Also, do you think that the emails are real between Karen Reed and Joe Flipperhead? If that is true and they're real, holy shit. Oh, units like they were legal aids for Bradle. See, there you go. I know who Bradle is because he's an attorney. And then I said to myself, well, why would Turtle Boy go live with all of this? Why wouldn't he just call Karen Reed and ask her, hey, Karen, don't care what they say, but are these fake? That's all I care about. If they're fake or not. Are they real? Are they fake? What's up? And my guess is, I'm telling you, I think that he probably did reach out to Karen Reed. I don't know why he wouldn't have before he would have went live. And I don't think that she must not have messaged him back. I think they may be real, but I don't know if that's true. Girl, if those are real, they're just that's a problem. Hashtag Team Flipper. You don't talk about another man's relationship. Turtle Boy is a jealous little man. Well, okay. All right. That's what I said. I was totally lost. I think it was on Friday night. I can't remember what night it was. What's today? Sunday? Yeah. I went to Steptoe Apartments to answer this question I see right here. Steptoe Apartments. Steptoe claims to have cameras. I was there. They do not have cameras. So I don't give a fuck what they're claiming. I physically have been there. Steptoe Apartments do not have cameras. So that's not true. Like, not in the slightest. I took pictures so that I could have and prove that. What was in the Karen Reed email? He said he's good when someone asked him if he was going to call her. Yeah. I mean, that's what he would have done before the show. He did. There's no way that he didn't. I mean, if he didn't, then that's a bad move. I would just they need to get themselves under control. That's all I know. I don't follow that case, but those names are pretty questionable. Okay, so this is why I took humor in it. Joe Flipperhead texts Turtle Boy and tells Turtle Boy that this girl Olivia, who is going to be part of his defense team, who's really good with numbers or whatever, that Joe Flipperhead and Olivia used to, like, they were like talking. I don't know, have some like fake online relationship. I don't know. They never saw each other in person. They've never FaceTime, so like it was always just like on the phone. And so he texts Turtle Boy and says that Olivia is catfishing him because she won't cam up. Okay, she won't cam up. I think that Olivia isn't who she says she is. I think it's her sister-in-law or her sister or something like that, or the brother, and he thinks that he is totally getting catfished. Okay. And I'm like, who the fuck admits that shit, right? Even if it was, he's like, and I'm just like, okay, like, dude, when you have guys talking about this shit, that's ridiculous. Okay. So I'm like, let me see these messages. And Turtle Boy's thinking to himself, well, fuck, we just hired this broad. You know, maybe me and Mark Betterow should like know who she is or whatever. Like, and then he's like, well, I don't care what she looks like. She's good at what she does. I don't care if she's a fucking dick. I would want the work. So Turtle Boy and Mark Betterow have a Zoom meeting with Olivia. And Turtle Boy comes out and he's like, listen, she cammed up. It's the same voice. It's her. I don't know what to tell you. If she doesn't want anything to do with you, like that's just what it is. Maybe she's just shy. She doesn't want to cam up. I don't know, but he's like, no, you don't understand. This is a big conspiracy. And he's like he's writing all this crazy shit. I'm like, what type of a guy does this? Anyways, long story short, is I have no idea how this escalated to the point that happened in July. We're in end of September. So, July, August, end of September, right? It happened like after she was acquitted, Karen Reed. And so Joe Flipperhead puts out on his Twitter account his text messages with Karen Reed out of the blue, like this past weekend. And in these text messages, Karen Reed says that she's done with Turtle Boy. He recorded a conversation that he didn't have my permission. It was 30 minutes and somehow it got back to Alan Jackson, the recording of it. And because Joe Flipperhead, like, I guess, I don't know, texted Karen Reed, and Karen Reed wrote back, but in the message said that Turtle Boy has put me in harm's way more than once, and that the last straw was him recording a conversation that he didn't have permission to record. And I'm over here just thinking, why would Joe Flipperhead even put that out there, though? Like, why? Like, he just blah da da on a Friday or Saturday just decides to like put fucking screenshots of Karen Reed and his own text messages. Like, do anybody feel like, dude, that's what you're doing? But in the text message, he's like, well, do you want someone to put your story out? And she's like, sure. Oh my God. Have you guys not seen these text messages? Oh God. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then, I don't know, Turtle Boy went off and was like, I went to jail for her. I'm thinking, I think hopefully you didn't go to jail for anybody. Hopefully you're saying that you should have never been thrown in jail for anything. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that he went to jail for her. That's not how I look at it. I don't think that Turtle Boy went to jail for Karen Reed. Turtle Boy was, again, part of the systematic corruption, right? And his outtake and what he was putting out there. But if we truly think about it, Turtle Boy's dick got him in a lot of that shit, right? I mean, Crazy Lindsay is the one that how Turtle Boy got arrested, right? But that was after the whole witness intimidation stuff, right? But it was, I don't think that Karen Reed, he got arrested for Karen Reed. I would be saying that I was doing my journalistic, like how I would do any case. And they arrested me for, they wrongfully arrest me, and now they're trying to wrongfully convict me, you know? I wouldn't be making it that, like, it could be anybody that Karen Reed, take out the name Karen Reed. But yeah, because I'm all for supporting journalistic people, investigative journalism is so important independently. And I've always said it, what I have done it the way that Turtle Boy did it. No, not everything. No way. But would I be vocal and stand by my reporting? Absolutely. So, but that was my Friday night. I was like, what the fuck is this? I think it was Friday. All these days keep just running together. I'm going to pull up something with because you guys know how crazy I'm about timelines. Let's see. I'm really vested in the civil trial for Karen Reed, because it's all the shit that didn't come out in the criminal case is going to come out in this case, and it's going to be a lot of timeline shit. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, here it is.
Oh my God.
Right there. On the blue, it's Flipperhead. Ha ha ha. Just heard the whatever. Whatever. So Joe writes on September 15th, like this just happened September 15th of 2025. Karen Reed, hey, I'm good. How are you? Then right after it, trying to bounce back to a normal life, but it's not quite happening. Had a falling out with Aiden, as everyone eventually does. Found out he's been taping our phone conversations and sharing with them with people. And then telling everyone he doesn't understand how I blew him off for Howie Carr. Some anonymous person sent David and Alan a 30-minute phone call I had with Aiden that was all recorded without my knowledge. That was the final straw. He's done a lot of sneaky shit with me, but this is above and beyond. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, dude, this is bad news for these two. They need to get it together.
Good. How are you? I'm 30-minute phone conversation sent to David and Alan.
Turtle Boy says this did not happen.
What are you talking? Like, absolutely fucking not. This is the final straw. That never fucking happened. I mean, I don't even know. I fucking hate this, that this is. Oh my God.
What do we think?
This is madness. I'm so sick of the games.
I will be.
Do you want your side out there? If yes, I'm with you. If not, all good. Just let me know. Have a good weekend. Sure, I've told many people my side. This is the last straw. I would never and have never betrayed him. Meanwhile, he has put me in harm's way. I put Karen Reed in harm's way multiple times. I put her in harm's way. Just a reminder, I went to jail for 60 days. I put myself in harm's way defending her. But I mean, if this is real, this is what he's claiming it is. Why on earth would he air? Like, did she give him permission to post this?
I would have.
Like, I did not want this to come out. I did not want the world to know that this is the way that she apparently feels. But if this is real, it is what it is. Because again, it's like finding out Santa's not real. I don't even have anything to say to this about I put Karen Reed in harm's way. It's like finding out Santa's not real.
Dude, I fucking spit my drink out when I heard that. I was like, this is Tina with What the Fuck Transition Services. What the fuck? Santa. Defending our rights. That's what I would say. Defending our rights. So he did not deny the recordings. He didn't. I thought he said, wait, I think he is denying the recordings. Yeah, he said it didn't happen.
I have nothing to say to that. That speaks for itself. There's literally nothing that I need to say to that you all don't realize, that you're not thinking in your fucking head right now. That I put Karen Reed in harm's way. I did. I went to jail for 60 days. I was arrested and indicted.
He did deny the recordings. Absolutely.
Because I asked the people who were framing her for murder questions. And then they came after me. But I put her in harm's way. Okay. There's nothing for me to fucking say about that. Nothing. So we're just going to bring on Will.
What's up, homie?
Yeah. I see that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Instead of bitching about her, talk to her like a grown-up. I'm actually happy that he highlighted this. What did he end up saying because of that?
Instead of bitching about her, talk to her like a grown-up. I ain't bitching about her, bro. I'm not the one who aired all this shit.
Well, neither is Karen. Karen didn't air all that shit. That's why I would have just went to Karen and been like, yo, K-Dog. Hey, I don't care about what's in the messages. I just need to know, are these real screenshots? That's all. And then I would have gotten my answer, yes or no, or I don't get an answer, which doesn't get back to me. But either way, I don't make it public. I don't even give it any airspace. Like, I just don't even bring it to anybody's attention. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But I just would have gone straight to Karen. And I think that he did. I mean, he would have had to. Unless he's blocked and couldn't. I don't know. Unless he asks his lawyers what he should do. I don't know. I don't know if he asks his lawyers about his content. If okay, should I be talking about this? I mean,
sir. Anyway, what's up?
Chilling, man.
This.
Well, the Joe Flipperhead shit, man, is wild, dude. Like, I mean, I actually kind of knew.
I can't even believe that I said it. I was like, dude, the glares. He was a drama channel. And then all of a sudden, But then the person that texted me was like, no, you need to just look at what the guy said, read what the guy said. And he was like talking about, they've been trying to catfish me. And I was like, who cares? Oh, fucking A. It said, oh my God. And I was like, this is like real life.
He became convinced that Olivia Lambo ghosted him because she's not real. And he thinks that he is talking to Olivia. He convinced himself that he was being catfished by Olivia's sister-in-law, who is married to her brother, Julian, and that Olivia's dead. He thought Olivia was dead. And so that he thought that her sister-in-law.
Guys, who is going to PI this case? Who wants to PI this mess? Dude, I was like, I got to just see this one message right here. Yo, it's Flip. Did you know about Olivia? I don't care. I just want the truth. And everyone seems to be projecting her, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. Know about her. What about her? It's not Olivia. It's her brother Julian's wife. What the fuck is going on? Dude, why are Joe Flipperhead's a guy, Turtle Boy's a guy, and Will is a guy? Dudes don't talk about this type of stuff, right? Like, what?
Her sister-in-law. And so he messages me about it, the team, right? Or there had been rumblings about it or something. So he decided to contact law, was running the Olivia Lambo account. And this was also, I've been talking to her. What are you talking about, bro? They've been trying to catfish me. Who? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Olivia, the Olivia account. They're using the sister's photo. So I call him. And
that's why I believe he called Karen Reed right when he would have saw those messages or texted her, because that's what I would do. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I would go straight to the source. Like, we're source people. Turtle Boy goes to the source. Why wouldn't he go to Karen Reed and just ask, is this real? Are these messages real? Like, I just need to know if they're fake or if they're real. That's it.
Tells me this whole thing about how he's been doing his research. It sounded like a crazy person, but it kind of made sense a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, wait, is this? Because I trusted Joe Flipperhead. I'm like, he seemed like a smart person. I didn't know he was a nut job at that point. And so I'm like, he believed that Olivia's not real. And his like evidence of it, he had like for instance, this was a picture that Olivia shared of a rainbow. And this was also shared by, I think it's her brother.
Who's got time for this?
So she's like, they made it seem like her brother or her sister-in-law was running the Olivia Lambo account and posting the same pictures. There's a picture of a dog. That's her brother with the dog on his Instagram. Okay. And then he posted a picture of, I don't even know what happened. To be honest, I was a little confused by the shit I'm like, I don't really get what all this means. She goes, that's Olivia. So he thinks this woman at the bottom, which is Olivia's sister-in-law, is actually Olivia. Okay. He's like, this is the person who is pretending to be Olivia. Okay. And I'm like, what? He's like, it's a fake. I go, huh? So I'm just a little confused here, by all this. So that rainbow pic was in the Olivia family group chat, apparently.
Oh my God.
And so they both had it. At their family farm in Vermont. So that explains that mystery right there, why both Olivia and her brother posted the same picture of the rainbow, but not Joe Flipperhead. Joe Flipperhead cannot understand, and his name's Nick, I forget his last name, but Joe Flipperhead cannot understand, or Nick can't understand why a woman wouldn't want to talk to him anymore. Like, he is Higgins on fucking steroids.
Randy, pretty funny, right? Huh?
And so he just can't accept the fact that a woman who he thought liked him because he's in an online relationship and he thought he was in love with her, and he sent me their sexual messages, like their messages and shit like that, their flirtatious messages. He sends it all to me. I'm like, cool, bro. I didn't need to see all that, but whatever. Okay. Like, just to prove to me that a girl wanted to talk to you, it was fucking like incel type shit. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with this
Oh
guy?
my god!
What?
Oh my god! What is going on? Dude, what the fuck? Okay, this is Tina with What the Fuck Transition Services. I'm like, what is going on? What's going on here?
After we have the FaceTime call. So I don't even call him back to tell him that she's real at first. Because I'm like, I'm not even talking to this guy. He's nuts. She's real. End of story. And then he goes, I figured it all out. Huh? You talked to Mark? Because Mark was going to tell him that she was real. And that's the end of it.
Can you imagine if you have to call up your lawyer and say, hey, blah, blah, blah.
He goes, no.
The person that we may have hired in the case might be, I don't know, a troll. So we might want to, like, I don't know, get her on the fucking phone and FaceTime with her.
Not even going to believe it. I need to talk to Mark. So I called him and I told him the bad news. Olivia Lambo is real. I saw her with my own eyes. And then he accused me. His first response was, you're in on it too. You're in on it too. What? I'm in on it? You're all lying. You're all trying to make me look crazy, he tells me. Like you should have heard this meltdown. It was like you're dealing with a psychopath dealing with this. Your eyes are all in on it. Everyone's in on it. We're all down to him. So now she's a member of my legal defense team, and it's like, I'm going to be even more defensive of her, right? Because Olivia is very valuable, very, very good. That motion was a huge fucking part of that mega motion, So I go, did you hang? So he hung up on me because he didn't like the news I was saying. I go, I don't know what to tell you, man. She's real. I don't know why she won't FaceTime you, but that's between me and you and her. But Mark will confirm she's real. I don't trust any of this. So he has a conversation with Bettero and does the same fucking thing. He accuses Bettero of being in on it. We're all in on it. All of us are in on this. We're all conspiring against Joe Flipahead because he can't get laid. All right?
Oh my god! What the fuck? You guys, 5,000 people were watching this live? What is this? What the fuck? Who cares? I just don't understand why Karen talks to any of these people. I wouldn't talk to any of these people. None of them. I wouldn't. I would have trust issues if I was Karen.
And it's not going to be a problem if she doesn't show her face on Zoom. Because he's got me convinced that maybe this is the sister-in-law. And I go, maybe she'll come clean to Mark and say, I'm Kristen, the sister-in-law, but I still want to help. If that happens, we'd accept the help. If it turns out that it's actually the sister-in-law using Olivia's identity, I'd still take the help because whoever's behind the fucking Olivia Lambo account is really good and we could use the help, But as it turns out, it's actually Olivia Lambo. It's not the sister-in-law. So whatever. We don't even have to do that. And then he goes, why would Krista block Nikki? Bro, I don't know what.
Who the fuck is Krista? Who the fuck is Krista and Nikki?
I don't know what that means. I don't know who Krista and Nikki is. What are you talking about? I go, all I know is you told me Olivia Lambo is not real. I FaceTimed her on Zoom.
You guys, dudes are doing this. Why what is going on?
She's real. That's it. She's fucking real. Period. All right. And let's also not forget the other thing that led up to this. After she ghosted him, he was so convinced that her family was in on this conspiracy to trick him that he called her fucking mother's house at 3 a.m, multiple times. Right. And they had to fucking block him. Oh, and then he started.
Your daughter won't give me the puss. Now she won't even fucking FaceTime with me. Now she won't call me. Oh my god.
Started calling the brother up, who he thinks has the girlfriend that's catfishing him. And so he calls them up. He has to block them. So Olivia's entire family has blocked this fucking psychopath. Psychopath. That's who you're dealing with here. A fucking psychopath. Who Karen Reed now is apparently using as a vessel. But that's a different story. All right. Because, dude, I'm not doing this anymore. You're wrong. Olivia is real. I did a Zoom with her. Mark was on it. Either accept it or don't. I have no interest in this anymore. And he goes, well, if it takes me blasting this on the internet, calling you guys out to produce her, then so be it. If that's what it takes to get the truth to ease my mind, great. So he's threatening me. I'm going to go on Twitter right now and I'm going to call out you, Bettero, and Olivia.
You want to go on Twitter and declare war on me, Bettero, and Olivia? Go for it. I don't think you should. Everyone likes you now. You make good videos and have insightful commentary. You start accusing me and Bettero of covering up the existence of Olivia Lamb is not going to end the way you hope. You should reconsider.
And I'm thinking in my head, be my guest. I don't think that's going to go the way you think it does. Like, oh yeah, because nobody likes those three people. Those three people aren't immensely popular in the movement at all. No, nobody likes.
What the fuck? This is not a popularity contest. Like, I don't understand what people have lost the plot, man. Damn. This is the last. Can you? What the fuck?
This crazy person, which is how you would sound if you accused me and Mark Bettero of being in on a conspiracy to lie to you about Olivia Lambo.
Jimmy went to high school with Krista. He told me Olivia was dead in April. I have it all. Let's do it. What?
Being dead when she's actually being alive when she's actually dead. Okay. And then he goes, Jimmy went to school with Krista. What? He's like, starts talking about Jimmy, Auntie Deb. I'm like, what? He told me Olivia was dead in April. What? So I called Jimmy up and talked to him about this. He's like, oh, dude, he just called me too. He accused me of being in on the conspiracy. So now he adds Auntie Deb to the conspiracy. We're all conspiring against Joe fucking Flipperhead for some reason. I have it all. Let's do it. Okay. And he goes to bed. Next day, I get a text from him. All right. Yo, Aiden. I just want to apologize for what I said to you yesterday. So he's off the drugs or whatever the fuck. Maybe he took his meds. He calmed down and he goes, I just want to apologize for what I said to you yesterday. I'm a big enough man to admit when I was wrong. Based on a picture I saw of her last night, I now understand it all. I'm able to make peace with it. I don't know what that means. What does this mean? Based on a picture I saw of her last night, I now understand it all. So he's still doing the crazy shit. Like, this is crazy tinfoil shit. I understand it all. Bro, there's nothing to understand. She just wasn't that into you, and she's a real person. That's it. That's it.
What the fuck?
I'm able to make peace with it. I'm not the type of person to go act like I did. I was scared.
Have you guys ever dated a guy like this? Guys don't talk like this. He needs to really think where Joe Flipperhead came from, because this sounds like a girl.
Myself, but I knew I wasn't wrong. But you were wrong. So he's not actually sorry. I'm like, you were wrong. And bro, everybody in the chat right now is just like, I didn't want them to know you were like this, dude. Why am I more concerned with protecting your image than you are? Like, why? Like, why? I don't fucking get it. These people, like, I'm trying to protect his image and he's like forcing it. Okay. I guess they have to know. I tried. I've never had someone do what she did to me and then claim I was the crazy one. What she did to you, bro, she wasn't that into you. That's what she did to you. She didn't fucking FaceTime with you because she's probably just a little shy. In case you can't tell, Olivia's a little bit shy. She's a little bit doesn't like to be on camera, doesn't like to go to the public shit, likes to do the work. She's a data analyst person. That's what she does. All right. That's it. She's not a fucking content, fucking be on TV kind of person. She's reserved. Exactly. That's she don't need to, you know what I mean?
But is she hot? That's all he wants to know. Is she hot?
Jesus Christ, dude. I've never had someone do what she did to me. What did she do to you? And claim I was the crazy one. Oh, yeah. You're not crazy at all. I never want to expose anyone or make life hard for anyone. I typically stay in my own lane. But for my own sanity, I needed an answer. Wanted to give me at the time. I don't know what that means. I typically stay in my own lane. But for my own sanity, I needed it. She owed me it. She owed me a FaceTime. He kept saying that. Why can't she just FaceTime me? Tell her to call me. He was telling me, tell her to call me. Why won't she just call me and FaceTime me? Bro, you can't be like that with women, Joe. You cannot be like that with women. You're not a bad looking dude. Just go find another one. There was a lot of women that you could have hooked up with in the movement. We outnumber them 4-1. It's an 80-20 ratio. It's fucking shooting fish in a barrel, right? But you are.
God, Jesus Christ. There were so many in the movement. Just go fuck one of the KFRs. FKRs. Are you fucking serious now? Oh my God.
You're so fucking hung up on Olivia, and you got all these other fucking chicks out there would probably bang you in 5 seconds. Not anymore, but you probably could have been swimming in FKR pussy, but you're too much of a fucking psychopath to handle that. All right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, like we all admit, a lot of you guys would have fucked him before this. Stop it.
Oh my God.
Not anymore. Exactly, bro. I was trying to get you laid. I was trying to protect your image, but you just couldn't handle it. Anyway, so he goes, I never wanted to, I'm going to walk away from all this. Okay. For 2 months. Best of luck with everything. If you ever need anything from me, you can reach out. Keep doing the damn thing, man. I'm proud to say that I'm a one-time Turtle Boy Derangement Syndrome survivor. Well, you were. So then the syndrome came back. So what prompted all this tonight? Right? There's Lily Kangaroo, who I love, who's a real sweetheart from down under. I've been on her YouTube presentation before with Miss Shorty, another Turtle Roo. And I, that was like over a while ago. I think it was like before, I don't know if it was between trials, whatever, neither here nor there. And I was, there's some guy on there some psycho that have blocked Chris something from down under, koala motherfucker. And he's making allegations about me. And I'm like, let's see the receipts.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's show me what you're accusing me of shit.
Yeah.
And he's claiming that he's in direct contact with Karen Reed, who is telling him to go on here and make these allegations. And I go, let's see it. Let's see it. And they don't have it. They don't know. Still up, which he probably is. I'll show. Let's look at what he's posted.
This is unbelievable to me. This is absolutely unbelievable. That happened in July of 2025. Why would he just now post in September on the 28th?
This is disappointing, man. It didn't have to be this way.
I wouldn't be sharing this. Oh no. What the fuck? What are they doing over there?
Did he take it down? Did Joe take him down? Oh, he posted him. Okay. Now let's see.
What the hell are they?
Since the world can see this, we might as well share it. All right. All right. So we got Will there. I'll bring on 1 second, Will. Let me just read this.
And then
so it goes
there, just waiting to come up on the drama.
I guess this is him. It says Karen at the top. I just heard the Camoise on TV and started cracking up. Hope all is well with you. Hi, I'm good. How are you? I'm trying to bounce back. I had a falling out with Aiden, as everyone does. I mean,
okay, the thing that I think is weird about this is you are able to delete the text messages on your side. So there could be something in between the, hey, I'm good, how are you? Between those two messages, there could technically be like another message that could have been like deleted, because I just find it hard to believe. But I mean, I don't know why Karen would be like, hey, I'm good, how are you? Like, that's where I would have left it, for her to just go into this long, drawn out like message, I would just it seems unprompted, you know? It's like the first sentence that she happens to I'm sorry, second. Trying to bounce back to a normal life, but it's not quite happening. I'm guessing the period, you know, had a falling out with Aiden. Like there just seems like there would be something that would have, like, I don't know. But then again, I think Karen Reed can sometimes be TMI, you know?
This is insane. A 30-minute phone conversation sent to David and Alan. Let's see it. What are you talking? Like, absolutely fucking not. This is the final straw. That never fucking happened. I mean, I don't even know. I fucking hate this, that this is.
See, for me, if that never fucking happened, I would have never shown any of this. And this is PR. Like, this is disaster. This is an absolute fucking disaster.
Oh my God. This is madness. I'm so sick of the games. Do you want your side out there? If yes, I'm with you. If not, all good. Just let me know. Have a good weekend. Sure, I've told many people my side. This is the last straw. I would never and have never betrayed him. Meanwhile, he has put me in harm's way. I put Karen Reed in harm's way multiple times. I put her in harm's way. Just a reminder, I went to jail for 60 days. I put myself in harm's way defending her. But I mean, if this is real, this is what he's claiming it is.
If this is real,
why on earth would he air? Like, did she give him permission to post this? Like, I did not want this to come out. I did not want the world to know that this is the way that she apparently feels. But if this is real, it is what it is. Because again, it's like finding out Santa's not real. I don't even have anything to say to this about I put Karen Reed in harm's way. I have nothing to say to that. That speaks for itself. There's literally nothing.
What was the first date that Joe Flipperhead? It's not real. What's the first date that Joe Flipperhead made a video for Karen Reed? Joe Flipperhead came out of the blue and was just like starting to make videos. You remember? Then if anybody can get me a date on the first video that Joe Flipperhead made of anything to do with the Karen Reed case, I think that they should look at that. I think that they need to look into that. I think they need to look into the motives of Flipper Boy from Jump. You know what people do is they pretend to be your friends, and they pretended for a long time. And they pretend
that I need to say to that you all don't realize, that you're not thinking in your fucking head right now, that I put Karen Reed in harm's way. I did. I went to jail for 60 days. I was arrested and indicted because I asked the people who were framing her for murder questions. And then they came after me, but I put her in harm's way. Okay. There's nothing for me to fucking say about that. Nothing. So we're just going to bring on Will. What's up, brother?
That's going to get me every time. There's nothing to say about that, but I'm going to bring up the Glare, who is nothing but drama. Dude didn't talk about true crime until Karen Reed, and literally sucked off, and still does, Turtle Boy. Without Turtle Boy, he would not have a YouTube channel. So wait till that marriage goes south. By the way, the Glare said that he had people on his show saying that I was a sexual predator. So there's a reason that I feel the way that I feel about the Glare. Guy has rocks for brains. Yeah. Oh, Sarah says, I believe the date is July 8th of 2024. Yeah, they need to do a little digging with that if I was them. I would love to know where Flipperhead truly came from if you really want to get to the bottom of whatever the fuck's going on over there. Yeah. He says, oh, wow. Yeah, he is a perv for sure. Yeah, he's just a fucking idiot. Yeah. They're just all eating each other over there. It's like fucking BLT, fucking other, just, ugh. They're all eating each other. It's a dog eat dog world over there. And, yeah. Anyways, so moral of the story is how embarrassing! Fucking A, man. Jeez. I mean, hello, I got 2 letters for you. PR team stat. PR team stat. No, I think it kind of makes a little sense there. Like, I don't know. I think Alan Jackson tried to really mend it. Hey, I'll take one for the team. I'm going to go on the channel and I'm going to call him fucking Crowd Daddy. And, you know, but Karen, you're not going on that show. I have no idea. But something is brewing and it's not good. And they're going to be testifying against each other. It's just fucking bad. It's such bad optics. Something is going, something's going down and it doesn't need to be going down. How many people will find you now and love your content? Should be good for everyone. Uh, 22 Kansas, you had predators. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's what I see. Again, what is up, guys? Here we go. Next on the block. Chop down. Okay. I have my little list here. I want to see something really quick here. All right.
Okay. I'll let you. Okay, let's clear it. Thanks for.
Okay. This is Noonan's, right? Noons, however they want to say his last name. Okay. But we are looking to see if there's a camera on his. Okay, what we're looking for, guys, is we are looking for a timestamp on his computer. See how like his computer is that blurred? Because we need to. They can blur it after they show me if there's a timestamp on there. Because I want to see if his computer is off. Anyways. Okay. And okay, hold on a second there. Dude, that is so weird. Okay, so he left the key in the ignition, and then he comes over here to open up the back and uses a different set of keys. I always like to learn new things. That must be a new protocol. You guys see that? I want to look into that. Okay, I want us to look next here is on the wall. I want us to find on the wall he really not? I'm gonna have to go with this other kid. Hold on, let me go back to Snyder's. Gunderson's good enough. Come on, idiot. Let's go. Okay. See the black truck? Is the black truck there later when they go to do the neighborhood canvas? That's number one question. Then the avalanche leaves as well. And I want to see right here. Go back by the... Oh. Damn it. Can't see it there.
And that's where we're at so far. Like, we won't fuck with those. Ryan's taping everything off. Warner's starting the crime log. And that's where we're at so far. Okay. Okay, thanks.
Okay. So
Right here with you, bud.
Looks like they just go the snow truck right.
Those ones?
Door was open, so
This one was?
yeah.
Okay, no one touched it?
No one touched it.
Make sure everybody.
I haven't interviewed anybody. No one touched it.
Hey, Ryan?
And there's a bag back here too.
Okay, make sure that includes it. And you got your cell phone?
Yeah, so it's snapping.
Start taking some photos. Yes, thank you. Tyson's on his way in. That's where we're at the moment.
yeah, and I never see Tyson, so where the fuck was he? Okay, wow.
Where we're at the moment.
Wow. There is no stickers there. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's the EMT. Okay. Okay, watch the second side. The stickers, let's see, right there. Oh, wait, there they are. Okay, there they are. God, I can't see it from that angle. I think they are there. Anyways, they would just be walking through this. You're not supposed to do any of this shit. They know this. They have to take a test. They know all of this. Do you think it would be normal to go, if you're going to go upstairs and search the house or whatever, and you come across, Xana and Ethan, and so your thought process is to go and get a knife and to go back into that room and check the closet versus going upstairs? Or just seeing that and then getting out of the house and calling 911 because, like, what the fuck's going on? Also, I'm not trying to be like, how blue would they be? Like you would be able to tell, like, there's no trying to do any life-saving measures, right? So I guess my question would be is why didn't any of the girls say, like, this communication? It would be, what the fuck's going on? What about upstairs? Did you go upstairs? Like Maddie and Kaylee? Like nobody's like, I get that Hunter Johnson saying, I just told everybody like leave, just go, get out, go call 911. Wouldn't the girls be like, well, where'd you go? Like in Xana's room? Okay, well, there's Maddie and Kaylee upstairs. Or to start calling those two on the phone. Just put yourself in the situation of if you're truly not knowing something, okay? If you don't know where people are, and or if you know, like, hello, their rooms are up there, you didn't go upstairs? No, I just came down. Like, what? Why would you go grab a knife to go back into the room that you just came out of? Because you're going to check the closet. That just doesn't seem like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm talking in terms of like all these people working together that would have been just like, I don't know. It's like a, and I guess what would be even the reason to lie though about that? Like if Hunter went upstairs, why not just say he went upstairs? You know what I mean? Like I don't see like why you would lie about that. That just doesn't make sense to be like, oh, they're lying. Well, lying why? He needs to explain his DNA. Well, then you would have said that you went upstairs. That doesn't make any sense. No. The point is that why didn't anybody go upstairs to check on the people upstairs? Or that you could like help them, save their lives. You don't know if you could have helped them. You have no idea what their status is, right? But those people potentially could have been saved. And so I just think like I would have been saying, or anybody, not just one person that is in Hunter. You have all of these people, and nobody's like, okay, well, who was in Xana's room? Was it Kaylee in there? Because remember, Dylan thought that Kaylee was, had ran down the stairs and whatnot, and she's thinking that's Kaylee. Right? Let's just go with that. It would be like, well, how many people were in there? Was it just who? Well, no. Then we have to. Then go. We got to go upstairs. Like, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no. It just what it looks like to me is that they. When I say they, I'm talking about the surviving roommates. They had somebody else come and discover the bodies after they discovered the bodies. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you going to say that on the stand that Dylan or Bethany were scared if they're on the phone and searching the net and just in the room laying there on social media? You're not going to be able to say that you're like, if it would have went to trial, okay? So those two girls go up there. They're being walked through with the prosecutors and being questioned on direct examination. And the question's going to come out is, well, why didn't you call 911? Well, we didn't know. We didn't think that it was real or whatever they're going to say. And then, okay, when you woke up in the morning, I mean, are they going to go with the, oh, we didn't wake up until right before it happened? No. Or was it going to come out? I think that the state is going to have to say to them that, hey, did you guys know some stuff and you guys are just scared to say it and blah, blah, blah. They're going to have to do something with that because Ann Taylor was going to discredit them really, really badly, I think. So my question would have been is, for anybody out there, is that they would have had to say that they would have saw the bodies way earlier than before they would have ever got on social media and have been texting, because they try to say it to the grand jury that nobody was on their phones and that they had just woken up right before they had called over, Emily getting your boyfriend and coming over there. Like, that's the narrative. Okay. Well, that's really not the narrative though. But I understand that people lie, okay, when they're for other reasons, like, hey, we weren't involved with this murder, okay, but we lied because of other things, like we had to get drugs out. I'm just throwing that out there. Not saying that that's what the fuck happened. It happens in the Black communities a lot, okay? Dude had nothing to do with the murder, okay? But he wasn't honest about something because it had something to do with drugs. And then they arrest him for murder. And guess what? Oh, yep. He lied to us and blah, blah, blah. And then he's not the one, though. But not that he didn't lie, but he wasn't forthcoming. And then it leads to lying. But here it had nothing to do with murder. It had to do with, I wasn't going to get popped with drugs. So, anyways, I just think that you're going to have a hard time saying that you were scared still when you were on your phone. You couldn't be scared and be on your phone. And then why wouldn't you be asking them to come over your house at like 9 o'clock, at 10, at 11? So I think that they were going to have to just say, like, we didn't think anything of it at first. And then we realized that, wait a second, has so-and-so called? Has so-and-so touched you? Has so-and-so called you? No. Okay, we'll call them. Well, then when you were making those calls at 10:30 or text messages to Kaylee, Bethany never called them. Like, I think people are missing that. Bethany never called them in the morning. Bethany could never say that I was calling people and they weren't answering. Her phone is not indicative of that, unless she's using an app that, for some reason, but I think that would have come out. But I think that all of that would have started earlier then, because at 10:30 is when you first texted one of them. Dylan did. So yeah, I'm actually kind of just shocked that Hunter didn't go upstairs, I guess. Because I'd be thinking that the people upstairs, if I've been in that house numerous times, I know that there's an upstairs, and I know that there's bedrooms up there, and I'd be saying, hey, where's Kaylee? Where's Maddie? You know, where's Kylie? Where's your other roommates? Where are they? Do you know where they're at? Because if you don't, then I need to go upstairs. You know? But then again, also, Hunter just saw what he saw, and he was like, what the fuck? Totally in shock then, and wasn't thinking clearly. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I think it's really interesting that they want to delete or redact right now what Hunter was telling Warner. And we're going to get that to not happen, though.
Speak to someone about what's going on?
Yeah, give me just a second, man. I understand your dog's upstairs.
I'm not worried about my dog. I'm worried about what happened. I don't know anything.
Okay, well, we'll get with you in a minute, man. I apologize. It's kind of a chaotic moment, okay?
Everyone.
How come do you see him just shut the door on him like that? He was saying everyone. I bet you he was about to say, well, everyone thinks that I did something, that I'm sitting in the back of this cop car, and I did not. Like, but everyone's, I mean, that irks me that they did that to Jack D. That bothers me a lot. I put another FOIA in because I wanted a picture of Murphy's a leash. So normally, like, people will put their dogs, if they let their dogs outside, if they already have something that's outside that they'll connect the dog to. I can't see anything like that, but also where's Murphy's, bowl to drink water, bowl to eat, and the leash? Because he went and got one. So where's Murphy's stuff? And those of you guys that haven't seen or heard some of the stuff, but based off of what Hunter Johnson said, okay, that he had to partially, open up the door to get into that room. That is not, that's problematic for me with Dylan's statements. Oh, but this motherfucker's doing.
Justin Olson's going to come pick this dog up and take him to the pound for us. Come on. Do you mind holding on to him for a second? Do you want to... Never mind.
I'm going to appreciate this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're making a map, and we have literally the house right across the street has a dog, like facing right there. The Shark Tank house has a dog. Okay. The apartments that are right next Queen Road right here, first door on the right has a dog. The people that were interviewed that live at the house 1112, they said that they didn't hear anything. Nothing. They didn't hear a dog barking for 45 minutes straight. 1112 King Road house. Occupants heard nothing. It's pretty crazy. Well, mostly.
Oh, fuck, dude. I know you're a little late to the party, but the just anybody that comes and goes out of here, just start a crime log on your end.
Oh my gosh. It is there. Okay, so there is blood right there. And then he also says there's dried blood in the sink. That's actually where the bed was pushed up to the wall, I think, there with Xana's room. I'm trying to understand, though. Wow. That's why it's redacted then, too.
No weapon we've been able to locate. We haven't moved anybody, but I would ascertain it's probably not here.
Boom, right there. We haven't recovered a weapon, right? No, we haven't moved anybody yet. So right there, I can put it down up until 2:30. This sheath, there's nobody talking about a sheath. There's nobody saying that they see one. He's just like, we haven't moved any bodies yet, but so remember, Payne could see it from the door. Unless he's just trying to say that, well, from the door, it's on the left side. You know what I mean? If he's just giving that description.
But looks like there's some dried blood on the sink, but there's not any around it. And there's no blood droplets on the outside. Once we get everybody here, we need to start tracking down where these go to. Figure that out. Do they look like they bend back at all? Or?
I can't believe that they cannot tell that those are just such old prints. Like those are just, they've been there for a long, Jesus. Those are not last night.
Come and go. Yeah. They look like they're on the log right there.
And go down?
Because if we would have went up that way, we would see it.
Right.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize that. So that back deck there of the house that's right there, it's right in the screen here to the left. It has a back patio deck that's covered. I didn't realize that.
It's a big foot too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a 12. That's
This
bigger
is
than
probably
me.
13 or
Yeah.
I'm a 12.
Easily a 13 or
14. Well, we're going to be here for a while, obviously.
Whatever you need.
Right now, we're just locking it down until the Tyson City's on.
See right there, can you tell that light when the lights are on that are around it, but not that one, like the outside?
Almost here, and detectives will be up here shortly. So.
We have one to take right now.
Well, I shouldn't say detained. We have one that came up, and Ryan was in the middle of something, so he stashed him away. I think Nunes is interviewing him right now, his ex-boyfriend. Looks like that's where those go, Ryan. That's where those footprints go.
Right down here. Yeah, they wrap around that log. Cut back.
All right, now I want to show you guys a video that Mark made yesterday. I think it's insightful. Give a shout out to my boy Mark B. Mark B. I love when he says, "Hello, YouTubers." He's a really good dude.
With right here, 34509, because I thought for a long time this car here northbound was the DoorDash car, because it comes in and literally 1 minute later at 34609, you'll see it on the 1112 cam right here at this position. But now I'm not so sure because there's some action at 1320 Linda Lane that we'll get into. And I also took every one of the 6 northbound cars and 7 southbound cars, watching frame by frame. It's impossible which car is which, if any of them match.
You know, what's also interesting is that when the Idaho Statesman put out the video that the detectives, well, I think it was going to be the FBI, Special Agent Rob Hill was going to be testifying to it, to like the, you know, the path of travel. I wanted to hear the argument, or at least the back and forth of, well, how is a car going both ways south and never north to be then going south again? Like, how do you explain that? Did it fly there? You know what I mean? Like, are you? And I think he was just going to say, hey, this is just what the camera has, so that's just the next movement that's back there. You know what I mean? And so that would be indicative of another car, right? I mean, how he's going to have to say yes to that.
Including this one here, the DoorDash, which I thought was the DoorDash. I do not know for certain. So watch these frames here. See how it all morphs? All the front, the headlight and the taillight keep changing. Every single car does that. So verification of the Wallenta cars is most likely impossible. We're going to be listening to the 1330 Linda Lane camera in just a minute. I made a mistake, and you'll see it says 1320 in a minute. This is the correction. Right here, number 1, from 342.47 to 343.36 with 49 seconds, we'll hear a car coming in. The last 3 seconds, like 33 to 36 or thereabouts, it's real close to the 1320 cam. Then right here, 3:43, 48, and 53, 2 apartment doors close. We can hear a voice a few seconds later. Actually, we can hear a voice 1 second before door closes. Then we'll hear another voice half a minute later, and here's a gun racking sound. 7 seconds later, apartment door closes. Then we hear the car leaving, 3:45:07 to 20, car sound leaving. Now this is important because if it's the DoorDash, which it could be because they said DoorDash did a delivery east of the 1122 right before going to 1122. So Linda Lane is east. The car is seen on 1112 cam at 3:46:09.
No, but they did a DoorDash that it was not then. I don't know. about that.
So that's less than 1 minute, which fits in with it being a possibility. Okay, let's listen to the Linda Lane cam. This is going to start at 3:42:43. Here's 13:30 Linda Lane, but we're going to be listening to the sounds happening at 13:20 Linda Lane. And it's going to start at 47. Here we go. We'll hear the car coming in. It'll be pulling up at the 36, about 30 to 36 second mark up in by the camera, 1320 camera. There's a couple of quiet spots, but it's coming in. Okay, just pulled in. 2 doors closing at 48 and 53 seconds. Voices at 47. Oh, we already heard that one, sorry. Voices at 23 seconds. Coming up. And then the gunner acting at 3:44, 53, and 54. Door closed at 3:45:01. And the car's leaving right now. You'll hear sounds till about 20 seconds. Okay, so if that's DoorDash, it's heading to 1112 Queen Road right now. So now we're going to be watching the DoorDash come into the neighborhood at 3:46:09. Car first seen entering, and then it's going to pull in front of 1122 and apply the brakes solid for 7.5 seconds. But right in between the 25 and 32, right here, 3:46:30, you'll hear a door close, I believe on the DoorDash car, while the driver's foot stays on the brake. In other words, it can't be the driver that got out of the car. And then floor 2, space left of right window will be watching the car in this time frame between 38 and 45 seconds take a right into the alley that goes up behind 1122, the parking lot up there. Right at the entrance to the alley, right when it takes a right, it's going to park right there for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. 3:46:40 to 3:48:45, parked at entry. And I'm basing that off a spot that's lit at 1107. And I'll show you all that. And then shortly thereafter, within, 7 seconds, we're going to start hearing voices in the distance for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to hear voices close by. I think there's a dog bark. I'll let you be the
There is
judge.
dog bark.
And then right here, we hear voices from inside 1122. That's my best guesstimate from that time frame. And then after all these voices, then the car leaves. I'll show you it pulling up, driving up from its parking spot right at the entry to the alley. So let's go to the video.
She was not long.
Okay, 3:46:06. As soon as I hit the button, in 3 seconds, when it shows 09, we'll see the car. Here we go. DoorDash car coming in. And it's going to stop at 25 seconds and listen closely at 30 seconds. See, here's the stoplight right there. 2 more seconds, door shut. Okay, we're going to replay that. I want to see if you can hear it. So here's 27. So when it goes to 30, listen closely for the door closing. Here we go. I'll do it one more time.
Yeah, it's like a
in case it's hard to hear.
thud, but
When it reaches 30, here goes. 30. There it is. Now watch that light go off. Okay, there we go. Now it's pulling into the alley. Watch this little light.
yes, it is. It is. That's because 2 people fucking brought that goddamn delivery, like I motherfucking said. Yes, Mark. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. It was because of the light. That was 100% pulling up, and you're letting somebody get out. Okay, you're letting somebody get out to like go walk, get up to the motherfucking door. Molly don't DoorDash by herself, and Molly does not DoorDash at 4 o'clock in the morning by herself. Fuck yes.
Okay, there we go. It just pulled into the alley at 3:46:42. Now I'm going to go back to 40 because I want to show you something, or 41. That's fine. Now right here, that spot, I'll keep the timestamp in there. This spot right here, not this one here. Keep your eye on that. I'm going to go back in reverse 5 seconds. Watch it go to 36, and the spot's going to disappear. See the spot disappear? And I'm going to go forward. Watch it come back.
Yep.
I'm going negative again. Now this time, I'm going to go forward. The spot will come back, but watch here. This whole area lights up. That's the stop lights on the DoorDash car. Here goes 41. Watch that area. I'll toggle back and forth a couple of times so you guys can see it. Reverse, forward, reverse, forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're going to let it play and listen to the sounds of the neighborhood. Here we go. This car is parked there for 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
We don't get this. 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Those sounds sound like they're at a distance, like Sigma Chi maybe. But then the sounds come in closer at 3:46:47. Or, I'm sorry, 3:47:34.
You guys, it's just, it starts to pop off as soon as the DoorDash driver gets there. Okay. Everything is popping off. That's when all of this starts to pop off, in my opinion, in terms of like, there's noises. Okay. I don't care what, what they're saying, what they're doing. It's quiet. And then all of a sudden you start hearing that type of shit. Okay. It doesn't, I can't tell you what the fuck it is, but it's definitely not Molly walking around and not talking to anybody, not just being so quiet. Like, I'm just so fucking lost, you know? No. Remember when you walk through like those leaves and shit too? Like those can be, I would love to know what it sounds like on that. Like these dudes were walking all around that day, right? I would just love to hear, not during this time, but at other times we know people and what they're doing, and to hear what that sounds like. That's the type of testing they should have done.
It's going to get louder here in about 8 seconds. And that car is parked right at that entrance. And you can keep an eye on this spot right here. It stays lit. And you'll see when it, that's a helicopter outside, unfortunately.
People are talking. People are talking. This is unbelievable that, I mean, did Ann Taylor not fucking listen to this shit?
Molly's still parked there, or the DoorDash car still parked there. Okay. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the stoplight on the card just went away. Now watch it go back on. See, it's at 43 seconds right here. Watch this spot right there. I'm going to go back 5 seconds. See, it's on. Now I'm going to play it, and it's going to go off in approximately 2 seconds. Here we go. Watch. There it is. It went off. Okay, now I'm going to put the camera up close to this spot. Try to keep the timestamp in there. I'm going to go back 5 seconds. Between the 41 second and 45 second, you'll see it completely disappear. Okay, here goes. 41 to 45. Right about now. There it is. So the car's going up towards the back lot right now. And the voices are still going. The voices go till 3:49:08. So I'll just play it. A few more seconds. Okay, that's the end of the voices for right now. Here's the map of 1122 right here. Here's the front where Molly first pulled into, and then she came around the corner and parked right about here for 2 minutes and 10 seconds before she came all the way back here and parked someplace back in here. And this here's the 1112 camera house right here facing this way and across the street. So here's the camera, and this is 1119. Where we're looking at all the reflections in the windows. So the car starts moving up, 3:48, 40 to 45. You can see the movement. And then at 3:51:31 is when we first see Molly walking on 1112 cam. So that's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. So from the time the car parked at the alley entry to parked behind 1122 to being seen on 1112 cam walking, from parked at the beginning of the alley entry to park behind 1122, that's about 30 seconds to drive up that road. Then Molly walking, being seen on 1112 cam, approximately 1 minute and 45 seconds for the walk. So you add this 30 seconds here, the parking 30 seconds to this, and you get 2 minutes 15 seconds, which leaves an extra 21 seconds, but that's close enough. So as soon as that car parked behind up there, whatever time it took to get out of the car and walk down, I would say that's approximately correct. Okay, let's talk about the person that drove by her in the tan car. Possibilities. Let's start with the 353 car that we see leaving, and I've clocked it, and it was going west at 353:03 to 07. It would have been between the alley that goes up to the parking lot behind 1122, that's at 03, and 07-ish, it would have been around the driveway to 1122. Molly is last seen walking on the 1112 cam at 351:57. And then she is seen again, or her car is seen again at 357:59, pulling in front of 1122. That's 6 minutes and 2 seconds that we don't know where she is. So that's the possibility. Okay, so let's take 351:57, last seen on cam. That's basically 352. And this car is between 1122 driveway and the alley on Queen Road. So this is literally 1 minute and 6 seconds later. This is most likely the car she saw. She would have had to stop someplace and just wait around. That car comes by. Okay, now let's talk about the 356 car. It comes in, it's seen on cam, Queen Road at 356:30. Now, keep in mind, Molly needs to be in her car by 357:27 because she's seen on cam pulling in front of 1122 at 357:59. So that's 32 seconds. And I'm being generous. She really needs to be in her car before that. And then right here, the 356:30 car is at the alley at 356:40, 10 seconds after it's seen on cam. So 356:40, that gives Molly, if she's down there, 47 seconds to walk up to her car and get in it. In my opinion, that's too tight. I don't see that. That's highly unlikely. And then the 358 car exiting, lights seen on 1127. So this car right here, 357:26 to 32, is in the back parking lot. But keep in mind, Molly needs to be in her car at 357:27 to drive down to 1122 because she needs more than 30 seconds. So 357:27, she's in her car, and this car is right back there. The chance of this car passing her coming down would have been past the 32, maybe 35 seconds or later. I don't see how that could have happened. This here would have been most likely the car that she saw as it was exiting. Okay, right here, from Molly, last seen walking on cam at 351:57 to get to her vehicle behind 1122 takes about 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Then driving to the front of 1122 about 40 seconds. That's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Take that from 6 minutes and 2 seconds, leaves her with 3 minutes and 17 seconds of free time. What did she do with that time? We're going to talk about Molly now pulling from the lot behind 1122 to in front of 1122. All right, right here is when we'll first see floor 3 window left reflection. So this whole process of her pulling in is only going to last 7 seconds. The right window is going to light up, then the spot at 1107 lights up, the bushes, the spot. And all this occurs in a 7-second period. Now, once she's parked, She'll be parked from 3:58:08 to 4 o'clock and 31 seconds, which is 2 minutes and 23 seconds. And then I'll show you a little bit later when she takes off. And I know that she parks in front, not from this, but when she takes off. And I'll show you that because I was questioning whether she parked in front or pulled in. But when she leaves, I can tell she was actually parked in front. At 3:57:59, we're going to see the first flash right here, second flash right there, third flash right there. 1 second later, there's going to be a spot that lights up right here for approximately 5 seconds. So just focus on these two for now, and I'll repeat it so that you catch all the action. Okay, so this will be the first thing at 59. I'll keep the timestamp in there also, right there and right there on this side, then the top, then the bottom. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll do that again. And this time, you can go ahead and look there if you want, but remember to look right here. This is going to happen 1 second after the last flash right there, right here. And this lasts till 07, 3:58:07. So here we go. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Okay, so we're at 55. Here's the flash right there. Okay, so now she's going to be there till 4 o'clock and 31 seconds, which is 2 minutes and 23 seconds from right now. So let's listen, and at the 13-second mark, we're going to hear a door close. Here goes. It's a little hard to hear. Let's do it again. At 13 seconds. There it is.
There's a bump.
Okay, now we're going to hear another door close at 43 seconds. I'm going to speed forward. Oh, that's the 358 car leaving. From the time this spot disappears from Molly's car at 3:58:07 to the time the spot lights up from the 358 car leaving is approximately 11 seconds. That's how close they are. But that 358 car just passed because there was no other lights here after Molly pulled up. And as soon as I saw the 358 car lights,
they say it's Bryan.
Movement kept going. So it did not pull in behind Molly. In fact, let's go ahead and play that back. We'll play the whole thing. Okay.
They try to say that it pulls in behind Molly on its way, which way? Out?
Okay. So 15.
He's full of shit, but this is why he's saying this shit, because he's not accounting for what we're accounting for here, which is Molly didn't pull all the way to the back at first. Molly pulled Molly's a fucking liar, okay? You know what the other thing is that you asked her these questions. Let's just be so kind to say that, yeah, the first time you ever talked to Molly was on the 23rd, which it was fucking not, okay? But that's fine. The 23rd is the first time you talked to her. You think she remembers what the fuck she did on the 13th? Are you smoking crack? Because that's what it sounds like. If you believe that Molly would know, like, bitch wouldn't even know where the fuck she was, man. Get out of here. She's blasted. I don't believe any of this shit.
And you'll see the lights flash on the windows. Now there's we have Molly dashing with multiple people, multiple occasions, and they are confidential drug informants. They are buying and selling drugs with cops in Pullman, in Facebook groups. What do you think they're doing in, I don't know, these groups in Moscow with these cops? Also, they're so convinced about that they know who the person is that got in the car and like drove away at like that 3:53 time or whatever. Sure. Well, then who is it? Who drove away at 3:53, whatever time it was?
Everything goes down. Molly's like the flame.
There's that. Now watch, it goes out,
Nothing happens till after Molly gets there.
and you'll see it stay out until here's the 358 car now. Okay, so you saw it firsthand. Now I'm going to keep playing because at 43 seconds, there's another door close sound. There, you heard that.
Okay, so listen to this. I did hear that. If that's Brian's car or the killer's car, whoever the fuck, okay? I'm going to say that's Brian's car, let's say, right? He would have seen, okay, that somebody's walking and just going like up to that home, whether they're going inside the home, whether they're, whether we think that Brian would know that it's a DoorDash. At the end of the day, there's total activity that like right here at 4:00. Okay. So you're going to then say, all right, well, I'm going to just go back in a little bit and like you have a full drive of people for cars there. What was the plan, to just go in there and kill Maddie, or you're going to kill everybody, or whoever you come in contact with? Because then it doesn't make any sense that Dylan would have been, spared, unless Dylan's lying and that she really never saw anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, let's play that one again. At 43 seconds, listen for the door closing.
I think that he saw her. She was on her.
There it is, right there.
If the killer's Brian. No reason to spare
We'll
her
keep
life.
playing this all the way till Molly leaves at 4:0032. So you can hear any sounds that are occurring. She'll be leaving in 1 minute. I never knew it took this long to deliver a DoorDash.
It does not.
And then the sound starts to get louder here pretty soon. Actually, I think it's loud right now. Yeah, now it gets quiet.
There's something right there.
Leaving in 10 seconds. And you'll see the second floor lights come on when she leaves, and then I'll play that back. There she's leaving, right there. Okay. Here's Molly's car exiting, and the reason I know why she did not pull into the 1122 parking lot is because when she leaves, as you will see, floor 1 middle window lights up. At 4:32, first frame. The spot that I've been showing you at 1107 lights up at 4:00, same time, except 22 frames. So that's like just over half a second later. So that's movement. Then the bushes light up basically the same time as right there. And then floor 2, space upper left, lights up less than 3 seconds after this. So let's go ahead and watch. Okay, 4:29. So she leaves at 32. So watch this window right here, and then the spot right there. So watch those. Here we go right now. There's the spot. And there's the bushes right there lighting up. We're going to do that again. So here, and then right here, and these bushes light up. So you can see constant movement immediately. So here goes 32. We're looking for 32 right here. There you have it. She did not have time to back up. She just pulled in front. Here I put together all the cars that headed south and north on Walenta. So here's some notes. While Molly was physically in the area, car number 3 right here, 34708, and the 5.5 seconds is the time that you actually see it on camera, in this case going south on Walenta. Molly, this time frame here, she was parked in the alley entrant, 34640, 34850. That's when that car went by. This one here, she was 3 seconds away from being seen on camera, headed towards the camera, right here. Car 5 still.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. When somebody's going to be doing a controlled buy, okay? If you're doing a controlled buy with somebody, everything that I know about controlled buys, okay, is that we either have to have you wired up, right? Or we're going to like watch this shit go down, right? Or there's usually like proof of a controlled buy, right? In some capacity.
South, 3:52 a.m. Molly was east of the camera by 46 seconds. So I don't know exactly where she was other than east of the camera. And car 6, 3:59, 57 seconds after parking in front of 1122 King Road. Okay, now we'll do the north. I wrote Molly ? Because I didn't know if that was her car north at 3:45. Okay, at 3:50, Molly was walking north down the alley or west towards the 1112 cam at that time frame. 1 minute and 3 seconds before she was seen on cam. Car 4 north, she was walking east of the cam by 1 minute and 37 seconds. I don't know where, just east someplace. And during that,
and this is all during the same time that the person that was walking that they thought was Jack Showalter from his apartment and was walking at 3:50 that they have on the Linda Lane camera walking over there. Okay. That's who has to be the person that what gets into that car that's just going to drive off.
That car right there, 3:53:34. I assume it saw this car leave at 3:53:10 because it's 24 seconds right after that, and it picked up the speed. So I was wondering if it was chasing to meet this car. Then this one here, 4 o'clock and 9 seconds. She was parked in front of 1122 King during that time frame, but she was leaving within 19 seconds. Did Molly meet up with that car? Because she left at 4 o'clock and 41 seconds, and this car was 4 o'clock and 13 seconds passing it. Okay, folks, let me know what you think in the comments below.
Okay, what do you guys think? I just know that the cars that are going back there on Walenta, they seem like they're going super slow, right? And that they're like, what are you like looking and watching for? You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to see? You trying to see when lights go off? The lights never go off, right? The back porch stays on. It was so creepy to hear people talk about that. Yeah, that they could see into Maddie's room that she would like be doing her makeup or whatever. I think that obviously Molly was not by herself in that vehicle. I think that's video proves that. Molly was not being truthful about where she parked the car ever. They're wasting all of our times waiting. Drop the Molly video. Drop the Molly interview. Come on. What's the problem here? So we have what I believe is Xana and Ethan There's a lot of activity. It could be Molly, Xan, and Ethan, Molly, whoever she's with. The person that's walking on the Lynn Lane camera at 350, who they're saying is I believe the 353 drive-away car. That's what the police are saying. And then, like, what made it any different? Let's ask ourselves this: what was different that made the decision that on the 406 or 404 entry, 406, whatever time it is, 404, that's the entry that, okay, here I'm going to park, and now I'm going to go in. What was different that made that decision for that person, who is Bryan, right? $351, number saved. During the singing and dancing commotion, whatever you want to call it, 351. Dylan saving a number. You know what I mean? Everything's going on and popping off at that time. It's pretty crazy. Dylan saving a number. Somebody's walking over from Queen. Molly's getting like out of the car. Somebody else is that's doing it. Anyways, use the comment section of the video. Tell me what you think made the decision that, okay, that something didn't happen before. That the how come Murphy doesn't bark when the DoorDash gets there? It's crazy. Talk to you guys on the flip side tomorrow morning. Go sleep up. Peace out, Girl Scouts.